YouTube. So over on Facebook, if you do me a great big favor, every once in a while we have issues with our camera and all the things. So if you will please give me a thumbs up or a heart, let me know you can hear us and you can see us and all the things, because sometimes this technology is not so easy. So today is actually National Pineapple Day. And I don't know if any of you caught the reel over on Facebook that I posted, but I was spray painting a fresh pineapple gold. So I just used a regular can of spray paint that I picked up probably either at Walmart or Lowe's, and I spray painted our pineapple. So what I did first was I went ahead and cut what I call his hat off. So this is the greenery or the foliage that's on the pineapple. I just went ahead and cut that off of the top of the pineapple, and then I took and hollowed it out a little bit. Not completely. Pineapples are not so easy to hollow out, just in case any of you are wanting to do it. Not as easy as it looks. So I went ahead and hollowed it out enough that I can get some fresh floral foam in my pineapple. So this is fresh floral foam, and what we've done is we've taken the foam and I've soaked it in just a bucket of water and let it soak. I'm going to take my floral knife and I am going to go ahead and cut that foam so that it'll fit right down into my pineapple. So I am actually using a fresh pineapple as my container today. Miss Victoria is here with me, so if anyone has any questions or comments, please be sure to comment so that Victoria can see you. She can see you on both Facebook and YouTube, so y'all go ahead and talk to us. What I'm doing is I've just pressed this fresh floral foam right into my opening in my pineapple. I'm going to take my floral knife and I'm going to trim off the top of that foam. So you can see I just kind of trimmed my fresh floral foam to fit right down into our pineapple.
You have lots of hellos.
Hey guys, thanks for being here today.
Sheila Niven says, yes, saw the reel.
Did you see the reel? So yes, so I painted it. So easy to paint. It paints just as easy as can be. And so this is just, like I said, just regular spray paint that I picked up at one of the, at Lowe's or Walmart. I'm not exactly sure. So what I'm going to do is I want our pineapple's top to stick down into our floral foam. So these are just bamboo skewers. We have these on hand all the time here at our shop. You could probably use a stick for that matter, but I'm just using these skewers so that it's going to hold my hat onto my floral foam. So I'm going to take my snips, these are just wire snips, and I'm going to trim up my skewers. And I'm going to press those skewers right down into that floral foam. So you can see that is the cutest thing ever. My pineapple's hat is on top of the floral foam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the floral foam with fresh flowers. And the flowers we chose. So if you've watched me for a while, you have seen me do a video on filling a pineapple with fresh flowers. And I've always done a traditional regular green pineapple with his top being green, and then we've done all tropical colors. Well, in the last couple of weeks, we've done a couple of tropical flower arrangements, and I thought, actually, Victoria said, I had found this gold painted pineapple and it had all white flowers. And Victoria says, that's what we're going to do. And I said, perfect, that's what we will do. So we're going to use white flowers this time with our gold pineapple, just to put a different spin on a pineapple arrangement.
Geraldine says, hello, Monty and Victoria. Enjoy your artistic floral art from Brighton, England.
I am so glad you're here with us, friend. Thank you so much for watching.
You have a few questions.
All right, let me know what you got.
Don Miller asks, does the juice from the pineapple hurt the flowers?
So it should not hurt the flowers. Now, let me go ahead and say it's very acidic. A pineapple is a pretty acidic fruit, and so it has a lot of sugar. The sugar is going to be what makes the flowers happy. They are very likely not going to last as long as if I put it in fresh water in a vase, okay? But they'll last long enough. This does have a reservoir that will hold water. And again, the pineapple is loaded with sugar, so it will probably make the flowers pretty happy. But I have never timed it to see how well the flowers will last in the pineapple.
You may have just answered this, but Miss Stella asks, can you put water in the pineapple?
Yes, yes. So when I hollowed it out, it's got enough space in that pineapple that it should, you should be able to fill the little reservoir. Okay, so the flowers Victoria chose for us today are kind of all in whites and greens. So we have some white Alstroemeria lilies. My mind tried to go blank on me. Alstroemeria lilies, pretty white carnations. We have some white, kind of a blushy colored spray rose. We have some creamy white standard roses. And then we have some green mini hydrangeas. And then we have some Queen Anne's lace and white wax flower. So we are going to get started. Let me grab my quick dip.
Kim Hale says this looks so much fun.
Isn't this fun, Kim? So fun.
Let's see. Miss Mary Ann asks, did you spray the inside of the pineapple with anything?
I did not, because it's wet. You know, the pineapple and the juices and all the things, it's wet. Now, I tell you, you could probably use Vaseline and coat the inside of that pineapple like you do a pumpkin. Have you ever done a jack-o'-lantern and you've hollowed out that pumpkin? If you'll take Vaseline and coat the inside of that pumpkin, he's going to last longer for you. It's probably the same with this pineapple. If you would take a little Vaseline and coat the inside of that pineapple, it's probably going to last longer. But this was for fun. This really isn't for anybody necessarily. I just thought with it being National Pineapple Day, we would make a pineapple arrangement and just have fun with it. So it's not for anyone in particular. So what I'm doing is I just took, look at how sweet this little mini green hydrangea is. I just took it and cut it at an angle. I tucked it right into my quick dip, and I am just pressing him right into that floral foam.
Ed Simcoe says you can use a plastic bag as a liner.
That would be very smart, Ed. You are so smart. Thank you for that tip. Again, I have not done this for anybody before. So that is a wonderful tip. Thank you.
Norma on YouTube asks if you are enjoying your backdrop.
Oh, I like it. What do y'all think? I think it looks okay. So you're going to see I have 3 little mini green hydrangeas, so I'm going to go all the way around in this little pineapple. Oop, I threw it on the floor.
Sharon Armstrong says this is going to be interesting to see develop. Have never seen this done before.
It really does turn out very pretty. It's almost like designing in a pumpkin. I don't know why I've got pumpkins on my mind, but it does have that. It works about the same as using the fruit or the vegetable as your reservoir or your container. Next, I'm going to come in with some of these beautiful roses. They do have a little bit of a hint of pink. I'm pulling off any of the petals that don't look pretty. I'm just cutting that stem very short, and I am just pressing it deep down into that floral foam.
Miss Mary Ann says this is the best backdrop.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to make sure I do believe that it does make it easier for you to see what I'm working with. The other one was really, really white.
Margaret Lynch says, good evening, Monty and Miss Victoria. Happy Tuesday. Saw you spray paint the pineapple. What a fantastic idea.
Isn't that fun, Miss Margaret? Yes, I found a picture. I knew this morning when I was doing some research that I wanted to use a pineapple. So I went to the grocery store first thing this morning and picked up a pineapple. And so we were going through pictures of different ideas. And this gold one stood out so much. And I thought, oh, that would be beautiful. And Victoria says, yep, that's what we're doing. Let's see.
Oh, Pat Wood sent 500 stars.
Oh, Pat, thank you so much for the stars. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I have used 4 stems of roses, and you can see I'm really using them all the way around. So we're gonna make an all the way around centerpiece or arrangement. Next, we're gonna come in with these Astros, and I'm gonna show you a quick trick with Alstroemeria. This one has 3 little blooms on it. I'm gonna take them and cut the blooms completely off the stem, and we're going to use the blooms individually. So I'm going to see that one little bloom, I'm going to take it and cut that stem at an angle, and instead of using the entire Astro flower, we are going to use each individual little bloom so it's not so clumpy.
June Birch says hi from Venor, Tennessee, I think. She says, finally caught you live.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome.
Edson says, I hope you are the pineapple. Oh, I hope you shared it with the girls.
Oh, yes, it's in there on a plate. I did carve it out, and I put it in there on the plate. Owen was eating it.
John asks, any weddings or parties this week?
Not this week. It's really a quiet week. We are going to do the memorial service for Callie's mom this week. So we'll make some pretty flowers for Callie's mom. So say a prayer for Callie and her family. She's got family coming in from Minnesota, and I'm not sure where all of her family is coming from. But I know she has nieces and nephews coming from Minnesota.
Heather Reeves says, this is going to look interesting. Happy day.
Thank you, friend. Thank you. So you can see I am just going all the way around in this container, and I am just filling up that space with fresh flowers.
Joe Mackey on YouTube says, good morning from Clinton, New Zealand. The flowers are beautiful.
Thank you.
Oma says, hi, good evening. Miss Mary Lou says hello.
Hello, friends. Thank y'all for being here.
And Miss Donna and Shelly say, Miss Shelly says it's her first time live on YouTube. And Miss Donna says she can hear us loud and clear.
Oh, I'm so glad y'all are here. Thank you. Thank you for watching. And thank you for being here live on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, so these are little spray roses. I'm taking them and cutting them off individually. And y'all, I love how this little spray rose has that. It's so open that you see its little center. Look how pretty that is. I love that it has that pretty yellow because it pulls the gold from our pineapple. Makes it look fancy.
Miss Mary Lou asks, is this arrangement a fun one or for someone?
It is just for fun. Today is National Pineapple Day. It's actually National Sunglasses Day and National Pineapple Day. I couldn't figure out an arrangement for sunglasses, but I said we could certainly make a pineapple. So Victoria was very excited about our pineapple arrangement. So I am just taking my individual blooms and I'm just cutting them individually off the stem. I'm just tucking them right into that fresh floral foam.
Miss Carolyn Lane says, happy afternoon, Monty and Victoria. Watching you gals from sunny, hot Texas. Thanks for showing us something new. Love how you took those sweet little flowers into the arrangement.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here, friend. So glad you're here. Oh, that one came off shorter than I wanted him to. Now, this is a container also. When you have a pineapple like this, you can absolutely take a little glass, a drinking glass, and slide it right down into the pineapple and just use fresh water if you wanted to. That's definitely going to make the flowers last longer. They're so much happier in fresh water than they are in fresh floral foam. But you can certainly use a vase or any type of container. If you don't want to put his hat on top, you can set it to the side. There are so many ways you can do this. You don't have to do it exactly the way I'm showing you. And you can certainly do it with all colors and leave it natural. Just have fun and be creative. Okay, so next I'm going to come in with a little bit of wax flour. It's not going to take much because my reservoir is pretty, my arrangement, my foam is pretty full. So I'm going to take this wax flour and I'm just going to pop it with my fingernail, and I am just going to tuck just a few sprigs here and there. This is a fun arrangement.
Lanice and Connie both say you could put the sunglasses on the pineapple.
Yes, you sure could. You know, I don't wear sunglasses. I have never worn sunglasses. Do you wear sunglasses?
I don't really wear them either.
I couldn't keep up with them. You know, all that taking off and putting on. I've always been better if I can just leave them on my face.
Belle's Bliss Design says it's also National Ice Cream Cake Day.
Ooh, we might have to indulge in an ice cream cake. That's a good day. That sounds like a great day. Ice cream cake day, yum.
Oh, Trish Anderson on YouTube says, so glad to catch you live. Was there in your shop last year about this time. You signed a wooden angel for me.
Oh, Trish, thank you so much. Yes, I remember so well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all are doing well.
Oh, Miss Carolina says, sending prayers for Callie and family.
Thank you so much, Carolina. Thank you.
Miss Marianne says, prayers and hugs for Callie and her family. Miss Shirley says, hi, Monty and Victoria. Anxious to see a pineapple arrangement.
Isn't this fun? It's so pretty and fancy. This perhaps could be the fanciest pineapple I have ever done.
Miss Cindy asks, can you put the pineapple in the cooler for display?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it would be okay. Now, I will say that fruit and vegetables and flowers usually don't mix really well. So most often you do not put fruit, like fruit baskets and such, in a floral cooler, and it's because fruit releases a gas called ethylene gas that causes flowers to die. And so most often when you go into a shop, you're not going to see fruit and flowers mixed in a cooler because of that reason. So I don't know if it would be a great idea to place the pineapple in our floral cooler, because we certainly don't want to shorten the life of our fresh flowers. So this is just some foliage that we got in a mixed box. I do not know the name of this variety. I'm gonna have to look it up. It reminds me a little bit of a boxwood, except it comes in like a little straight, ooh, I'm dropping stuff, in a little straight line. It's very pretty.
Kathy Shaw says, what a great arrangement for a luau party.
Wouldn't it be beautiful for a luau? More of a fancy luau with its gold and its white. A great summer party, though.
Trish says, doing good in Portland, Tennessee, visiting my brother and sister-in-law, back to Texas in the heat on Thursday.
Oh, safe travels, friend. Thank you for watching.
Sherry Parker says, this is going to be so unique and so pretty, very creative.
Okay, so Victoria got us a couple of stems of this Queen Anne's lace. Do you think tuck one stem in? I think we're going to. I don't think we need much, but let's tuck one.
I got it just in case.
Because it's gorgeous. It's lacy and pretty. Ooh, it's so pretty.
Thank you, Miss Heather. I like that we got to do all white, so it was really easy to pick out the flowers. Especially the wax. I am happy to put wax in everything.
Yes, Victoria loves some wax flowers. So this is a variegated lily grass. So why don't we put a couple of loops of lily grass in this arrangement? So I'm going to show you really quickly. I'm going to grab my wire over here. So I'm going to take my lily grass and I am just going to make a loop just like that. Do you think together? Let's see. So lily grass is different than bear grass. Lily grass is a wider blade than bear grass, and lily grass does not cut. I don't know if you've ever worked with bear grass at all, but it has a razor sharp edge and it will cut the fire out of you. Lily grass doesn't. But what I'm going to do is I have 4 blades of grass, and this is a variegated. It kind of has that light and dark green. It's kind of a fun colors. I'm going to take it and I'm going to make a loop, almost like ribbon, and I'm going to take those tips and I'm going to flip them up and just hold them down. This one has a little piece that doesn't look pretty. I'm going to take a pair of scissors and just trim that tip. So I have that grass just kind of in loops there. Okay, I'm going to take a piece of florist wire and I am going to hold, you see I've got it just holding it right behind the grass. I'm going to take the top piece and I'm just going to wrap it right around those blades. Now you can do that with a rubber band. You don't have to do it with wire. You can do it however you want to. And then I'm going to just kind of fluff, I guess, my grass. I'm going to take my floral knife and I'm going to cut that at an angle. And I am just going to push the ends of that grass right down in to that floral foam. So you can see it just kind of makes some fun little loops. Now you can paint your foliage. You can use it natural, or you can paint the foliage gold if you want to. I'm going to make another little set of loops and tuck them over here. I'm just taking that grass and I've kind of laid them together. Make a loop and then flip those tips upward. Almost like a messy bun in your hair. Wouldn't that be kind of a messy bun in your hair? But you're doing it with blades of grass. Take your floral wire, just wrap it right around those blades.
Miss Doris says, "You so inspire me, dear."
Oh, Miss Doris, thank you. I'm so glad you're here with us.
Dawn Miller says, "This is so clever and beautiful. Great idea for a party."
But look how fun that is, y'all. And you can do this really with any fruit. It does not have to be pineapple. I have seen where they've taken oranges and hollowed those out and added just 2 or 3, 4 blooms down in an orange. And you can run it down the table. But look at how fun and pretty a pineapple is using it as a container. Are we going dark? We went dark. I'm sorry, guys. Of course we went dark because that's how we roll. That's how we do it around here. Are we back up? Okay, to finish off our arrangement, I was out in the yard and I cut some nandina for another arrangement I did earlier. I'm just going to take my nandina. So nandina is a shrub that grows here in Mississippi. I don't know where all it grows. We're zone 7. It probably grows really well in any warm climate like Mississippi. I'm just going to cut a small piece. I'm going to come around the base of my flowers and kind of tuck them in and finish off the base so it doesn't look like I always say a scoop of ice cream sitting on top of an ice cream cone. This just to me kind of finishes off the edge. But nandina is something that holds up just beautifully in flower arrangements, and I love its little lacy look, but it's kind of just fun to work with.
Trish says this is beautiful. Would be fun for a fruit table at
Ooh,
a shower or
yes.
a wedding reception in the bride's colors.
It certainly would, yes. And it looks so dressy. So you can use it as a, like I said, a natural, or dress it up just like this with the gold. I think it's such a pretty, oh, it would be wonderful for a fruit table though, wouldn't it? It would be very dressy for a fruit table.
Anita Green says, just now able to get on. I love it. So creative. We have Nandina in Oklahoma.
Yes, and Nandina works wonderful, guys. So if you pick up some flowers from your local grocery store and they never come with greenery, go out and cut your greenery. Or if you have some blooms in your yard, go ahead and cut you a little bit of greenery out of your yard and add it to your flower arrangements. But this, I'm so pleased. It is so cute. We did good, Victoria,
Yes.
for National Pineapple Day.
I think it's very, very pretty.
But y'all, you can use any fruit or any vegetable as long as you can make a little bit of a reservoir to hold water. I know that back at St. Patrick's Day, we used a cabbage, and we hollowed it out and added fresh floral foam to a cabbage and made a pretty arrangement. So be creative and have fun with any kind of container that will hold water, will hold flowers. So play with that. But this is a great idea for summer. Have fun with it. You could even do it with a watermelon. Hollow out that watermelon. It would be great for your picnics next week, for your cookouts for the 4th of July. Add a few flags to it. So much fun. So cute. And then the fruit that's inside is so yummy. So it works out great, right? Any more questions, Miss Victoria?
I don't see any. They're saying they love it. It's so pretty. That's a pretty. Miss Kim says that's a pretty gold.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And if you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see us do, please drop that in the comments below. We would love your suggestions because some days it's hard to come up with an idea. So if you have any suggestions, we'd love those. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening. If you would do us a great big favor and sprinkle this video, we would love it. And if you have not checked out our YouTube channel, go over to YouTube and check out Flowers by the Bunch at YouTube. We do videos there, 4 times a week? 3 or 4 times a week. Check us out over there and be sure to subscribe to that channel. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening and we'll see you